finally hip and all they wanna do is hop on. Look at me, I came up from the basement making bops now. I like living southside of Miami with the top down. She ain't came for you, she came for bottle service, girl, do not drown. You think you high, you really not, now tell me how does that sound? Look, I'm a star with diamond constellations in the background. Where you niggas thinking you gon' find out this is my town?
And just like that, we're back with yet another reckless discussion with my crazy ass family.
What it is.
How y'all doing?
What's up? What's
Nothing,
up?
just hanging out in Baltimore. The spotlight.
London is responsible for the graffiti.
Yeah,
It's like
I
being
love it,
home, though. I love it. I
It's
love it. I love
definitely
it.
like being home.
Like
so
being
I
home.
Yeah, I love it.
You look so cute, cousin. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
I think
your
you look
tie.
cute too. You're very
Thank
nude.
you.
And you are like very much
Like Pepto.
pinky.
He's giving with the theme. I like the
Pinky.
coat,
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
Papa color.
Pepto-Bismol on the
the
bus
rubber
side.
ducky socks.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm giving Baltimore Selena for sure.
Okay.
Ew. All right, so the name of this episode is called Domestic Violence, right? And we see a lot of it today in real life. This is not even really hitting on the industry. This is hitting like on people's households, you know, how people grew up, how people are functioning within their own relationships, how people are pushing through in their families, and, you know, how children have to endure watching it and going through it, you know, and how it affects you, you know, and it's a very real problem. Although I'm not gonna say that it's not in the industry, but it's a very real thing outside the industry. We don't gotta only talk about industry shit.
Absolutely.
You know, domestic violence is a very reckless and real thing. And abusive relationships always involve an imbalance between power and control. Like the abuser, that's what they want. They use hurtful words in their behaviors and
Sometimes it's obviously, like you said, more than physical.
it's more than physical. It could be, you can be emotionally abused. Mental is like horrible as well. You know, some people think, you know, physical is the worst. All of that shit is bad.
Yeah, remember the girl on P-Valley?
Oh,
She's
shit.
mentally still stuck with
Krishan?
that guy.
Not Krishan.
Which one?
The stripper.
Keyshawn.
Yep,
Keyshawn, yeah.
Keyshawn.
Like she's
Yep.
mentally stuck thinking that
Her
she
white
has
knight.
to be with him.
Yep, has to.
And she literally can get out, but she's mentally stuck.
Yeah.
And but you know, that in that story, that episode is called White Knight, the season 2 of P-Valley.
P-Valley.
How it started, it was like he wasn't even like that at first. Remember, he
was
like
protective.
Yeah, he loved her and he was
Yeah.
protective. And he went from being protective to like obsessive and possessive, and those are like red flags that people have to watch out
They have
for.
to.
'Cause you have to catch red flags all the time, you
From
know.
the beginning.
And sometimes people are blind to them because the love is like in the beginning, they don't show you exactly who they are. You know, you have to watch out for narcissism.
Yeah.
Manipulating.
But you'll still
like-
you'll still see a hint of it
You
in
will.
some form or fashion. Like if a man like, he grabbed your arm and goes, "Yo, sorry, what you doing?"
Right.
Like that
I'm gonna
time
see
when
it.
we was in New Orleans and you broke down that door and you was like, hey. And I was like, get the fuck off me now. But yeah, you broke through the door and you was about to fight
Yo,
me.
broke through.
She broke through
It
the
was
door.
a
on
whole
her ass.
thing. She locked me
Yeah.
out the hotel.
Yeah.
We were fussing about hostels. No,
It was
we were-
A1 steak sauce because you tried
Yo.
to say,
We were fussing about A1
I
steak
would
sauce.
But y'all-
never
but y'all not
put
in
no
a-
butter garlic
but
on no
that's not-
She
steak.
wanted us to eat a steak without no steak sauce. Like,
It was very,
What?
it's nasty. A1, I'm like, you're not gonna eat it in my car.
yo,
Yo.
I was about to lock the door. We ready to fight.
Yo.
Next thing you know, I got in that room.
Yeah, I locked the door, turned the
Busting the
music
door
up,
down
act
is
like I
crazy.
ain't out, you know, and she,
And she was
I don't
bucking
know
naked
how,
at the sink.
butt naked. I don't know how her crook ass got through the door and just gonna come out of nowhere like, hey.
Hey.
And they're gonna say, we about to go see Mary J. Blige. You coming with your bald head ass? Excuse me?
Yo, it was like a whole...
fucking
Yeah,
idiot. yo.
yeah, little stuff like that, the warnings.
Yo.
But yeah,
Crazy.
it's the warning
Grabbing
signs, you
and-
know. Yeah, grabbing and then like the constant apologies, but it happens, it keeps happening. So then sorry becomes redundant because
Yes.
it's like, yo, are you just saying sorry just because like, you know, I'm gonna soften up for that. And then they know how to get you, they know how to say, oh, and they blame everything on everyone or everything else but themselves.
Yeah.
They never want to take accountability. It's always a reason why they're doing something or, you know, and then you also have to look at certain behaviors. Like for instance, you know, family friend, he would go through her phone. She would constantly have to explain her every move.
Early in their relationship, going through that phone? Going through her phone?
Early, like the first, like after like 2 months or so. Yeah, that's still early.
Yeah.
You know, deleting Facebook friends and who is this nigga? Who is it? Let me see your DMs.
Oh,
Where did
wow,
you go
yeah.
today? If you get off at 7:55 and you live 15, we live 15 minutes away. Why are you getting in the house at 8:20?
Oh no, that is like
that's
literally
extreme.
red flag.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
bizarre.
I would be terrified.
I would be terrified as
Y'all know
well.
I hate me be a scary situation with a guy.
Yep, and then you look up and you're already so far into it, you know, and then they want to separate you from everyone as well, so you can't go back and talk about it. So nobody can save you from that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so those are the red flags to look for. You know, somebody that they feel like you're their property. They belong. It's like you belong to them in a sense. Now I hear husband and wives say that all the time, but that's different. Like what Steve Harvey said to Marjorie, said, I own you, you own me. I belong to you, you belong to me. But people take that in a literal sense.
Literal.
You know, and it's dangerous.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people die from domestic violence within this last year, and it's been horrible. People with children and all types of crazy stuff. That's why you gotta watch out, like you said, for the red flags because it's important.
Yep, and then the law really rarely gets seriously involved.
They never.
That's how a lot of people end up dying from it. The restraining orders, fucking a joke. Peace orders, a joke.
Definitely.
You know, people constantly calling, oh, I'm scared, a joke.
A joke.
You know, it's very sad.
It's so sad.
So yeah.
That's why you have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm gonna say.
I do feel that is a necessity, especially for a fucking woman.
Well, like your business,
You know, these
like
days, yeah.
people like knowing like where you live, maybe not having a guy come to your home.
Yeah.
You know, maybe meeting in a public space.
Absolutely. all the
Or
time.
like if a guy is doing too much texting me,
yeah.
I'm very much ghosting the shit out you. Like if it's
Oh, okay.
if I first meet a guy and it's an aggressive text,
Oh, if it's an aggressive text.
yeah.
What is an aggressive
What-
text?
yeah.
Like,
give me
all
an
right, it was an
example of that.
example, hypothetically speaking. It actually happened to me, and I was actually very terrified.
Okay.
I had met a guy outside a bar, and he he got my phone number, and it was very weird that I even gave him my number because I never do, but I did. And he texted me like, "What you about to do?" I was like, "Oh, nothing, chill." And then he was like, "Oh, are you trying to make some money?"
Oh shit, I know that's right.
No, I was so like,
Oh
confused.
shit, no,
Hold up, yo.
I'm not.
I was like, now I did go to the store. I did look crazy, but like, who looks cute all the time? Realistically. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, nevertheless, I immediately blocked him.
Yeah.
He texts me from another number.
Oh, not the text free.
I swear to God, like, I
Not
just
the-
had met him like 5 minutes.
Not
He
the
texted me
text
from
free
another
text
number. No, literally from another cell phone number, and then sent me a video of him like with all this money. And I blocked that number. He called me from another number.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's-
I just met this person,
Aggressive,
so it showed me like,
That's crazy.
this is why I don't date because he's fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
So nevertheless, any sign I look for, and I can overly look,
Yeah.
but you have to. Like people just don't.
Yeah.
The people are like mentally sometimes a little whack out here.
Definitely.
And you want to make some money is
Like
crazy.
wait, like and
Yeah.
to
I'm
think
sitting
that
here
some,
talking about, I mean,
but to
that's
think it's
cool,
like
like,
younger
how much?
women out here, like
Yeah.
little young teenagers who may possibly because they look
Yeah.
grown now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they be like, really be like, all right, yeah, I am trying to make some money. You know, like I want this new wig.
Yeah.
You know, because we've been young before.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that word will get you.
Yeah.
You know how they say
But when we
candy,
was younger, we
kids.
ain't nothing like they are now. The teenagers now, I swear to God, like teenagers look like we do now.
Girl,
I
yeah,
swear, I'm pulling up to my son's school the other day. I'm like, they look like they're in high school on the way to college. Like, Priince, what you say? What the fuck they feeding these kids?
fuck are they
It's
feeding
like
these
they're
kids,
bigger,
man?
they're more mature in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon, ain't nobody gonna be able to say black don't crack.
They say cussing
They're
better
not
than
gonna
us.
be able to say that.
Yes.
We probably last generation of that.
Listen.
I'm still learning how to cuss. They got this down. They got this shit down
Listen,
pat.
and when we were teenagers, I'm talking about ugly, broke, busted, disgusted.
Hold on now.
We was right on this bus stop looking at us with a little ponytail.
Yeah, y'all was.
Licking fingers,
yes.
licking fingers after eating chicken box.
You
Hell
know
yeah,
what I'm
licking
saying?
fingers.
It's like, no, I rode the damn bus. I ain't gonna. I caught the 91 to the 15.
Yes, we caught
From the 77 to the train station to the 5.
I caught a lot of buses, a whole bunch.
Every bus of
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yo.
Every time somebody be like, how you can have like you can actually catch the 15 and take Emerson Avenue and then catch the
Giving
Yeah.
out routes and shit.
Routes.
Yeah, I know every bus line. I caught the bus for a long time.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
Certified
these teenagers definitely
Yeah.
very different, and
Yeah,
they're
very much.
That's why I say like shit like that. Like the people
They
they
have
meet
to be careful.
and they
have
look
to be careful.
older.
Yep, and that's why these men prey on them. That's why
And
these
sex
women prey on them.
trafficking becomes
Sex
a thing.
trafficking is
That
a thing.
abuse is a part
Yep.
of it.
Remember when it was more so out the country? Now it's like in the country even more.
I'm
Not
gonna say,
saying
not
that
in
it
the
never
coun-
was.
In the city, shit.
but yeah, in the,
No,
right, in the city.
And it's
In the
like
fucking city.
it's horrible.
yeah.
Like, and we don't even really hear about it as much as it is a thing.
Yep.
You
That's the
know?
thing. And that's why, one of the things that I do thank God for, although it's a gift and a curse, is social media. Because a lot of necessary things are being televised now too, are being publicized. And we can, stand up and take action for it and know what to watch out for, know how to train our kids up better and more careful. Is it possible for someone to abuse you and still love you?
I mean, I believe it's possible.
Yeah.
But the love has turned.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning it may have been love, but now it's turning into like desire of like something else. Obsession. So it's like if it's toxic love, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because like, I think, can I ever love somebody so much I just want to like keep them to myself? Probably. So I can see.
Child, Jeffrey Dahmer tried to do it to every goddamn person.
He loved these people?
No, he loved one person.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Tony. But
what happened to Tony?
This is the thing. Oh my God, girl.
Did he kill Tony?
He killed Tony eventually, but he tried not to.
Wow.
Child.
He tried not to kill somebody because he loved them.
Yeah. That's the thing. He actually really like started like to feel. Like he didn't have feelings. His mother gave birth to him and never even held him. He never knew what a woman's touch was. That's why he wasn't attracted to him.
Yeah.
He hated his mother. His mother scared the shit out of him. His father wasn't really there either.
She was a junkie.
But she definitely was a junkie. She was on all types of pills while she was pregnant with him.
Yeah.
She, but she loved the hell out of her other son. But she was already like getting clean though. So I don't think she was on all the drugs with Jeffrey's little brother. But yeah, like even with that's still domestic violence in that household. Him growing up, she like hated him. She mentally abused him, verbally abused him, emotionally abused him.
But she probably still loved him?
I believe she still loved him.
So that's the question, right?
I believe. Yep. Like for instance, with Ike and Tina, I do believe Ike loved Tina. I just believe he had a control problem. He wanted to control her. It's possible for somebody to love you and abuse you.
I believe it is because it starts from somewhere.
Yeah, it starts from somewhere, but it's just not safe love. That's not the kind of love that you want. Do you feel that people can change from like for instance, is it possible for a person to change how physically abusive they are? Like, is it possible for a person to let that go, to not do it anymore?
To not be an abuser,
to not be an abuser. I'm sorry the way I answered. I mean the way I answered.
I don't know, because it's like I feel like to be an abuser, something has to click in your mental that makes you feel like that's what you have to do. So I think that's just I don't know. That's a hard. I don't know anybody that was whooping somebody's ass and stop whooping somebody else. Usually it's either they end up in jail or the person just has enough and like Tina, beat his ass in a limo and run across the highway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
definitely.
I've never heard a story of an abuser who went and got help and don't. Now I've heard abusers be like, I ain't gonna put my hands on you no more.
Yeah.
And then later on that night, they knock in their significant other head between the washer and dryer. You know what I'm saying? So I've never seen.
It's just something wrong.
I've never seen nobody not do it anymore.
I'm gonna
or
get
hurt.
better and all that.
Yeah, nobody never came to be like, yeah, Priince, because he used to hit me all upside my head, but he don't do that no more. Like, you don't never hear that.
So to be honest with you, I do. Okay. So me personally, the reason why I feel that a person can change from doing that is because I used to beat the shit out of these niggas.
Yeah.
Jessica.
I can relate.
Listen.
I can relate.
Yeah.
Jessica.
And I'm not proud of it. I haven't.
There was no warning before you said this.
No.
There was no warning. I thought you were going to say some
real deep shit. It was very much given, I'm an alcoholic. And I am now reformed. Like, girl,
exactly.
Shut up.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've all
been
been
prayed to the Lord, and the Lord be like, hold up, yo.
No, I did.
But seriously, raise your hand if you ever hit someone of the opposite sex.
All right, that ain't domestic violence. Not one-offs. I'm talking about, like if a nigga, like you come in the house and the nigga drunk the rest of your liquor, and you like, where the fuck is the rest of my liquor? And I'm like, wait, no, shut the fuck up, Jess. Where the fuck is the? I'm like, oh my God, like,
yo, because
what kind of liquor was it?
Ciroc apple.
At the end of the day, I just feel like sometimes when
and a motherfucking Four Loko.
Domestic violence is never okay.
Okay.
But you can be reformed. And it's circumstantial. Like when you growing up looking at like a serious moment. Okay. When you growing up looking at abuse, that is how you know how to react because you're so angry.
Exactly.
Because of life shit, right? So you get a little man and he make you mad. Like, no, I'm playing. But nobody, that's not. But I don't do that.
Yeah.
And plus, guess what? I don't want to ever fuck around and find out. So I'm good on being bruised and abused.
Yeah. Listen,
You good
I
on
fucked
being
around.
abused and abused.
I fucked around and found out, honey.
I think we all
was
fucked around.
dealing with this nigga, man, and I was so used to what would you say? Bink, yo said. Bink. I was like, whoa.
Snapped her little ass back to reality.
Okay. Yeah, when that nigga blacked your eye, he snatched your little ass back
He
to reality.
did. I told you
you
that.
fucking two-piece his ass too.
Yeah, I did, because he stole my money. So I came
These
back with
stories
it. But
are
at the end of the
crazy.
day, guess what?
What?
That shit snapped.
It sounded like y'all abusers over this bitch.
No. Reformed. Reformed
We
now.
That's what it sounded like. Seriously though.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what it
it's
sounded
giving
like.
very much.
Okay.
We had to get our little heads knocked.
Yeah,
But I get,
Unfortunately,
but that still don't make domestic violence okay.
No, hell no.
But I don't think. I think it's hard to be reformed from it because for me personally, I feel like that when you put your hands on a person, there is no coming back from that. It starts verbally. Verbal abuse starts, and it's like you begin to lose the respect. So now you going, the person may go from boo to bae to bitch and dumbass.
Bitch and dumbass.
You see what I'm saying? Then when you feel like the dumb words are no longer hurting the individual, now it's like, all right, let me start pushing you, or let me start taking things. Let me start taking your phone because I know that fucks with you. So now I'm gonna take your phone. I'm gonna irritate you. Now I'm pushing you and you pushing me. Now I'm smacking the shit out of you. You smacking the shit out of me. Now I'm spitting on you and or now I'm biting your back. Or shit like or shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
All right, vampire shit.
Yeah, he said this.
A back is very flat.
Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's
sliding
like
your teeth
the
up and down my spine.
Yeah, but seriously though, like it's like the level of respect is just diminished over time, and it's like, yo, you get to the point where you really starting to you beating the shit out of a person. It's
That
like
is so sad to me.
I mean, like beating the shit out of a person,
and they're not fighting back.
And they're not fighting back.
They can't beat you.
and then you realize that that's not affecting them. So now you begin to do other things that you know that would affect them. It's like, yo, at what point?
Yeah.
Like, how low does this shit really get? You get what I'm saying?
And in some instances, for me, verbal abuse is and in some cases worse than physical, especially if you can fight.
Very much.
But sometimes your words can break you down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it can fuck with your esteem, your confidence, your pride, your dignity. It can make you question yourself and make you just like, it can give you anxiety, social anxiety. It can make you believe. And then a lot of times people will break you down so bad that it was so low where you start to believe what they say about yourself.
Definitely.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
And then like, the only thing left for you to do is start hitting me, but I'm already broken because how if you love me, you can say certain things to me.
So them punches don't even feel like
so it's
shit.
like, and I'm not saying at all one is greater than the other.
Absolutely.
You know, one is worse than the other. It's all bad, but I said in some cases, verbal abuse can really just make a person like, damn, these words came out your mouth.
And you supposedly
You
love
love
me.
And they could be like they could be even a drunk who don't hit you.
Yeah.
And every night they getting drunk, they like, you was a clown, ugly ass bitch.
Yeah.
So after like the 30 days, 30 nights, you like
Verbal abuse is a form of domestic violence too. We think
is.
domestic
Yeah, no,
violence
for
and we
real.
automatically think, oh, somebody getting punched and beat on, but
Hell no,
you can
they
say
think
some
that.
shit. Yeah, I mean not us, I'm saying the world
yeah,
think,
yeah.
the majority of the world think you say
My
domestic
bad,
violence.
y'all.
You talk about hitting.
And
Bitch, we
even,
not-
and even further, when you hear domestic violence or people speak on domestic violence, it's always a when you can go outside and say, when I say domestic violence, what's the first thing you think of? I guarantee you 3 people out of 5 are gonna say a man beating a woman.
Yeah. No.
You get what I'm saying? That's just how that's how the world makes it seem like it's only men, but the women really be out here fucking niggas up too.
Listen.
I've seen it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
really be out here fucking niggas up. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a two-way street, but it's like so prone to men beating women. But yo, you can really say some shit to a person that you ain't even gotta touch them. You can, if you have that much power over a person, you can really make somebody in their life off of the words you say out your mouth.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Exactly. That's why I
media,
said
too.
in some cases, yo, that verbal shit, that shit, man,
Yeah.
words have power.
Definitely.
And especially if you're not as strong-minded, it's easier
Definitely.
to affect you more. It's easier to get in your mind.
It's just the thing, our parents used to say, sticks and stones may break my bones.
But words will never hurt me.
They had us all
The
fucked
hell?
up.
They had life so
They
fucked
should be
up.
like,
Torture
somebody
shit.
gonna say some shit that's gonna make you hurt.
And it can you can carry that shit with you for the rest of your fucking life.
The rest of your life.
Because I know I was very much like a very verbal person.
Yeah,
Because I
definitely.
used to like, break anyone down with my words.
For sure.
It's like a thing that I have, but I learned
It was
that
very, 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 very,
Yeah, it was-
very detrimental.
Damn.
Yeah, I've
like,
seen
Jesus.
it to men. Yeah.
Wow.
Nevertheless,
So-
I now use my words in the right way to
Yes.
uplift and
You-
encourage
You
people.
surely do.
Because I was hurting from abuse.
Reform.
No, absolutely, and hurt people do fucking hurt
Hurt
people.
people.
That it's cliche, but it happens.
It really is true.
It's
it
real.
starts from somewhere, literally.
It does. Is it easy to recognize when a family or friend is going through like, something ain't right? You know what I mean?
I feel like family people keep it secret. You won't know
Yeah.
until you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've like I never had no family member walk in with a black eye, and I'm like, oh, girl, you need to leave him. You know, I never experienced that.
Right.
I experienced that personally when
Yeah,
I was working.
yeah.
I had that patch over my eye from when that guy hit me.
It was a patch.
I wore a patch for like months of my life in a store, working as a cashier, and the ladies used to walk in and be like, baby, leave. And I said, girl, this little one punch. Like, cause I'm not staying with no
See?
man like that. I'm not saying I'm not staying with no man who hit on me. But they didn't know
so
that.
why you had a patch?
Because remember I had the stitches on my eye.
Oh, how many stitches was it?
32 or 34, one or two.
Damn.
Nevertheless, it happened to me and it was unfortunate.
And I believe.
But I'm saying like that,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like as family member, you wouldn't know. Like,
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you know. Cause like,
Yeah.
I don't, me and you close to the bitch, but
For sure.
I don't think that if a guy was hitting on you, you would be embarrassed a little bit. So you would hide it. So maybe you wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna fight you. And if I realize I can't beat you, and we in the house, it's knives, it's a lot of shit around. You know how to get the fuck away.
Yeah,
Some
but I'm
people
saying,
just are afraid, are scared, and you know, they are contained in their mind. They're captive
Yeah.
in their mind already.
For
So
what?
some people are in their mind, it's like, I can't. If you keep saying no, I can't get out, you ain't gonna never get out.
Mhm.
True.
The fuck? You need that. You can. Grit ball, you wait, the niggas go to sleep. Niggas go to sleep.
Throw them
frying
grits on the
pan,
motherfucker.
all
Remember the
types
grits?
of shit.
Throw them grits
But
on the
no,
motherfucker.
but
Fuck his
that's
face
some
it.
fucked
Right.
up shit.
But to answer your question, no, I wouldn't hide it. I wouldn't.
Mhm.
It's too many outlets these days. It's too many. It's too many ways of getting help. And you know, and even if I didn't know how to fight, and the man was, I don't know, all y'all to know that shit.
For
This
real.
nigga
I feel like
beating on
I
men.
feel in some weird way. I feel like people actually really do hide it.
No, you're right. People do hide it, but I ain't the one. And just like that, we're gonna end this episode. But no, seriously, domestic violence is a very serious thing. And if you need help and you really want to get away, because some people, like I said, they are held captive in their minds. They feel like they can never break free. If you think like that, that's how you're holding yourself back. You can really get the fuck up out of there. These ain't the long time ago's days. There are so many ways that you can get help. We have a number, domestic violence hotline. There are many online, but I'm gonna just give you one. 1-800-799-7233.